All right, so I'm recording this segment here, just in case I don't get a video out by the end of today. I'm gonna post this so you guys understand why I don't have a video out, and you guys understand the struggle of what I'm going through. So for those of you that don't know, I use Filmora to edit my videos. I use Filmora, and I started using it maybe like a year ago, and so back then it was, I don't know if it still is, but it was $60 for a unlimited membership, right? You would just have Filmora forever now. And I paid my $60. I paid $60 because it was a good investment, and I used it for a while, and I liked it well enough. It was worth $60. And recently they updated to Filmora 12, and they asked me, well, do you want to upgrade to Filmora 12 for an extra $35? And I say, well, I'm assuming they're probably adding some new features. I could use some new stuff. Filmora is looking for an upgrade right now, so that's totally fine. I'll pay $35 to upgrade. And this is where my frustration kicks in, because I paid $35 for that, and right now it's starting to give me a couple issues. And there's two main issues that is going on right now. The first one, and it has been a constant problem with Filmora that has not been fixed, is that you can't switch to mono sound. And what I mean by that is this. So my audio interface, it only records one channel, meaning that when I play it back through my speakers, I only hear it through my left ear. Now, that's totally fine. Normally what I can do is, if I'm using something like Reaper where I mix my music, I can just switch it from stereo to mono, and then it works fine because it plays it out of both channels. So that is totally fine. I've been able to do that in Reaper before, and it hasn't given me any issues. In Filmora, though, there's no option for that. The only option that I've been able to use is switching the entire project into surround sound. Not just one track, but all of the tracks in that project. And so that means that every single sound effect that I want to play, like a different sound out of one ear and a different sound out of the other ear, no, it's the same sound coming out of both ears. And I don't want that for most of the time. I just want it out of one track. But it's fine, you know, I can make do. So what I decided to do for this video is I edited my intro in one part and my main video in the other part. Because the intro, I wanted to have, I wasn't using my audio interface, so I had both channels available, so I didn't have to mess with that at all. And I wanted to have the different sounds going on in both ears. And then the main body of my video, I recorded using my audio interface. So I decided, heck, I'll split it off into its own thing and just make the whole thing surround sound. It's totally fine. And this is where the second problem kicked in, and this just happened just now. So on Google Drive, my video plays fine, right? My face is moving, my words are coming out, no issues there. Pretty much standard for how a camera should work. When I put it in the editing interface, it works fine at some parts, but then it's something like this. It's just stuck on my freaking face. It's stuck on this one frame on my face. Here, I'll even press play. Look, I'm pressing play. And the sound is playing, but my face is just sitting there. It's so stupid. And so, okay, here's what I do, right? I'm generally used to this kind of stuff. I'm like, okay, I'll just troubleshoot it. I'll go to the website, see if they have anything to say about it. It says render the video to check if it works. No, blah 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 blah. So I go over and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna render the playback, right? It's grayed out. It's grayed out. I can't click on it. I can't render the playback. No, says Filmora. You can't render the playback, you stupid. And it says, like, no, it can only be rendered when there's a red line on the timeline. What does that mean? I don't have a red line on the timeline, but I don't know what that means. And why can't I render it? Why can't I put the red line on there? And, okay, so I go to the next part. lower the preview quality by 1/2 or 1/4 and then have a try again. I lower it all the way down to quarter quality and it doesn't work. It still doesn't work. And it works at other parts. It works at other parts, but it's this one specific part where it's stuck on my stupid face. And I can't get it to work. And then I go to the third part. Did this help? No, it didn't help. No, it didn't help. And so now, gosh, I feel like I'm going crazy. Okay, so that is the reason that I'm upset. That is the reason that there might not be a video out tonight. I don't know. Maybe I'll be able to get it. Listen, I've used Filmora for a long time, and I've really liked it to some extent. It's just, it was cheap. It was easy to use. It didn't have the best features, but it was fine. But this is just like, it's unusable now. Like I can't edit if the playback just doesn't work. Like I'm trying to do all these jump cuts and stuff, but it doesn't work, and I can only mess with the audio, and I can't see what's going on in the player. So I don't know. I don't know if this means I'm gonna have to buy a new editing software. I don't know if this means I'm gonna have to move to the country and become a deranged hermit and never do YouTube again. I don't know, but it is. Oh my gosh, it's making me so upset. But nonetheless, thank you for checking out this segment of Gatebreaker gets unreasonably upset at friggin' editing software. Join me next week for whatever I am able to edit. Okay, bye.